On the rugged north coast of County Antrim, where Atlantic waves crash against ancient stone, a farm laborer from Bushmills would one day perform an act of courage so extraordinary that it would earn Britain's highest award for bravery. His name was Robert Quigg, and on the bloodiest day in British military history, he walked into hell again and again. Robert Quigg was born in 1885 near the Giant's Causeway, County Antrim. Like many men of his generation, he grew up working the land. Honest, hard-working, known throughout the district as dependable and quiet. He worked on the Macnaghten estate and became well known to the family who owned it. When war erupted in Europe in 1914, thousands of Ulstermen volunteered for military service. Robert Quigg enlisted in the 12th Battalion, Royal Irish Rifles, part of the famous 36th Ulster Division. Many believed they would be home by Christmas. Few understood the nightmare waiting in the trenches of France. By the summer of 1916, the 36th Ulster Division stood ready near the River Ancre, facing some of Germany's strongest defenses. The date was the 1st of July, 1916, the first day of the Battle of the Somme. The day would become the bloodiest in British Army history. At dawn, Robert Quigg and his comrades climbed from their trenches and advanced across no man's land. Machine gun bullets swept the battlefield. Shells exploded without warning. Men fell everywhere. The 36th Ulster Division volunteers attacked repeatedly but suffered devastating losses. After the fighting, word spread through the trenches. Lieutenant Harry Macnaghten was missing. For Robert Quigg, this was personal. The missing officer was the son of the family whose estate he had worked on before the war. Without hesitation, Quigg volunteered to search for him. What happened next became legend. 7 times Robert Quigg crossed into no man's land. 7 times he searched for his missing officer. 7 times he exposed himself to enemy fire. And each time, he returned, carrying or dragging wounded soldiers back to safety. One rescue took him to within yards of German positions. Hour after hour, he refused to stop. Only exhaustion finally forced him to rest. Despite his courage, Lieutenant Harry Macnaghten was never found. His body was never recovered. But Robert Quigg had saved the lives of multiple wounded comrades. His actions stunned even hardened veterans. For his extraordinary bravery, Robert Quigg was awarded the Victoria Cross, Britain's highest military decoration for valor. In January 1917, King George V personally presented the medal. When Quigg returned home to Bushmills, thousands turned out to welcome their local hero. Robert Quigg survived the Great War. He remained a respected figure across Ulster until his death in 1955. Today, his Victoria Cross story remains one of the greatest acts of battlefield courage ever performed by a soldier of the 36th Ulster Division, a quiet farm worker from North Antrim, who walked into the fire 7 times so that others could come home.